demonstration, we are going to show convection, a convection current inside this convection tube. In this convection tube, I have water. What we're going to do is we're going to move the flame right here on this end. And you have a diagram in your handout that shows this. And what's going to happen here now is this water is getting hotter, which means it's going to become less dense because you have thermal expansion in here. The molecules are spreading apart. They have more kinetic energy, which means they're less dense and they are going to rise up this column. Meanwhile, over on this side, it is cooler. So what's going to happen here is the water in this part of the tube is more dense. So that's going to be falling to replace the water that's rising, and we're going to create a current. Now, in order to see that, we need some dye in the water, because you cannot see this moving right now, but it is. Watch. When I put the dye in, watch the dye move. So what is happening, again, is the water is less dense here because it's heated. The molecules expand, so it rises up. It's going to be lighter for every milliliter. As it rises, it's going to move in this direction. Meanwhile, this water is sinking, replacing the water that's rising, and so on. And this is the current. This is the mechanism. This is the process that causes wind on the planet. It causes circulation below the Earth's crust. It causes ocean circulation. It's just simply this. It's the circulation of a fluid that happens when it is heated or cooled, and that changes its density, so it either rises or it sinks. So the more dense water is sinking, the less dense water is rising. I'm just going to move the flame over to this side just to show what would happen if I reverse it. Now this is the part that's getting heated, and the water is going to start to rise over here. This is now less dense, it's going up, and then the colder water is sinking over here and dropping down. If this were air circulating, right here would be wind. The wind would be going across like that, okay? Where hot air is rising, cool air is sinking someplace, and you have wind like that. I almost burnt my hands in the flame there. All right, so that's convection. This demonstrates that process.